This is a Quest 3 commercial. This is a Quest 1 commercial. Notice anything different? Well, besides the headset. If you've ever seen any MetaQuest commercial, you'd know that the premise is usually pretty simple. Show off the Quest's features and entice the viewer to go and purchase one. But these commercials have an extra layer, a commentary on virtual reality and its place in our everyday lives. But in order to see it, we need to look not at just the individual commercials, but also the ad campaigns they're a part of. How is Meta positioning the Quest in the viewers' minds? And how do these ad campaigns help shape the public's perception of virtual reality headsets?
The fundamental problem here, there's not something I can carry with me that I can put on, and it gives me the same experience I get when I'm watching my 50-inch plasma display at home.
This is my 3D TV for the brief moments that I'm still stuck on mass public transport.
Now you put on the headset, and by default, the digital world is blended into the world around us.
Just like any other company, Meta puts out ad campaigns whenever it launches a new product, like the Quest. An ad campaign is a series of advertisement messages that share a single idea and theme, with goals like raising brand awareness and increasing sales. One of the most recognizable ad campaigns is Nike's Just Do It in 1987, when the tagline was added to several commercials created by different teams to give them one unifying factor. The idea is to pick one central theme, the North Star, that will guide all promotional activities and marketing communications throughout the campaign. And through this, we get a glimpse of how the Quest is perceived by the public, or at least, how Meta wants the public to perceive it.
I am excited to announce Oculus Quest. This is the all-in-one VR experience that we have been waiting for.
Serving as the introduction of a new era for standalone VR headsets, the Defy Reality ad campaign for the Quest 1 had the arduous task of not only trying to introduce the idea of virtual reality to the masses, but also doing it during a massive transitionary period. Meta, a social media company, famously acquired Oculus, a VR gaming company, in 2014 for $2 billion. And so, it's no surprise that the ad campaign for the first Quest headset was centered around video games, and Meta's approach was to make the Quest appear larger than life. Its ads depicted everyday people doing the physically impossible, fighting Darth Vader, playing with talking animals, knocking out a professional boxer, and hitting flying blocks to the beat of famous songs. This ad campaign positioned the Quest 1 as a way to experience reality way beyond what we knew was possible, an introduction to the world of gaming and virtual reality.
And I'm excited to share with all of you Oculus Quest 2.
The theme of defying reality carried over to the Quest 2 and its Quest is Ready campaign. Still focusing on virtual reality, but with a stronger emphasis on being wireless and always being ready. The gamers in epic poses in the Quest 1 campaign were swapped out for the athletes and high-intensity action shots in the Quest 2, signaling Meta's desire to target a wider population and communicate that the Quest was more than just a tool for immersive gaming. It's also a gadget for fitness and social connections, and whatever extraordinary thing you wish to try in virtual reality. And so the metaverse craze was born.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Mark. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space?
Uh-huh.
Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
The Quest 1 and 2's Defy Reality and Quest is Ready campaigns focused almost exclusively on VR, but Meta started to switch gears in both its products and ad campaigns upon the release of the Meta Quest Pro in 2022. The Quest Pro was a signal of a renaissance for Meta's Reality Labs, with features that were new to the Quest line. Color pass-through, an open periphery design, pancake lenses, self-tracking controllers, and an ad campaign that showed the Quest unlike ever before.
Through the tunnel, there was a light, just a ray of paradise.
The Quest Pro's New Ways campaign conveyed just exactly what the name suggested. This headset could be used in more ways, or had more use cases than the previous two. The Quest Pro's ads depicted people using mixed reality, aligned with the company's push towards a more hybrid reality than one that is fully virtual. Notice any major difference in the ads? This campaign was different from the previous two because of one thing. It depicted the Quest user interacting with people in the room. What once was something you did in the privacy of your living room was now presented as a useful tool in the workplace. The campaign suggested that the new Quest allowed you to have meaningful interactions both in the virtual and the physical worlds, while its predecessors seemed to cut you off completely. The obvious goal of the ads was to sell the headsets, but the commercials also meant to lessen the stigma of wearing a VR headset outside of your living room. And that's exactly where Meta would go in their next campaign, Expand Your World, which is still running at the time this video is uploaded. The Quest 3 was released in 2023 and had the makings of a great standalone VR headset, while also being a mixed reality powerhouse, all for a fraction of the price of the Quest Pro. The color pass-through was improved even more and continues to get better with software updates, and the slimmer form factor meant you could take it to more places. And that's what the Expand Your World campaign is showing. The Quest users are not just expanding their world through mixed reality apps, they're also expanding the world in which they can use the Quest. The Quest 3 pushed for headset usage in uncharted territories, like the laundromat, or the cafe, or the DMV. It's positioning the Quest as something you can wear in public, around strangers. And it seemed to have worked. Sightings of the Quest in public blew up in late 2023, so much so that the term glass hole saw a resurgence from a decade prior. The Quest needs more powerful use cases before the masses start seeing it as an everyday device, but combine it with a killer ad campaign, and you might just have the perfect recipe for making headsets more mainstream. I'd be curious to see what kind of campaign Meta puts out next for the upcoming Quest 3S, but I think the best ad campaigns are the ones you don't even realize are happening right in front of you. My name is Arzevo VR. Thank you for watching.